we expecting from the first phase here?
Maybe a Beastmaster and never mind. Let's just see. Like today, so far, Shadow Demon has been super contested. Same goes for Weaver, Mars, and perhaps Monkey King. We'll see if that's the case in Team Liquid versus Secret.
10 seconds
They do
remaining.
have their own meta. Versus Liquid, you want to ban out Ion Weaver, perhaps.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm sure OD is also going to see play today if it's left through.
Mhm.
Secret is a big advocate for that hero. But it's a bit hard to tell.
Team
Like the
Secret's
bans have
turn
been
to
pretty,
ban.
like it's around the same heroes, but it's like it's between like 10 heroes or something like that. People are banning. It's not set in stone what heroes are actually the best right now.
No, certainly not.
Yeah. One thing I would say about the new Team Liquid, it feels like, is that they have,
10
to me,
seconds remaining.
in the past, kind of been a team where their late game has been pretty shaky.
5 seconds remaining.
They've usually been in situations where they were ahead and then they have thrown leads and stuff like that. Whereas now I feel like their late game is, I don't know, at least what they've shown so far, their
Thanks
late
for
game
kind
is
and nice
much
words.
better. And they've won games where they've been behind, where they had to like, grind it out and like stick together as 5 for a long time and wait for the enemy to make mistakes. And I think that's a big improvement for them
Radiant
as a team.
team
That has been some of the
Thanks for
biggest
kind and nice words.
problems. Yeah, look at that OD first pick.
Okay.
I also think that this hero is it's probably where this hero is at right now.
Mm.
To be honest, like this hero just feels so strong right now on the offlane.
Is Yapso Rubik an instant answer to the OD?
10
Like I
seconds
feel that
remaining.
Rubik
Yeah.
even like a year ago, when not necessarily a year ago, like what 6, 8
5
months
seconds
ago, when
remaining.
OD was broken as hell, Rubik was the answer.
Yes, I think. I mean, I don't know what Secret is thinking, but I think that would be a very solid response.
I mean, they have Yapso, right? It's if Rubik, if it's
Yapso,
ever a good Rubik game, they're picking it.
But I don't know if they have something else in mind. Yapso has been playing a lot of Skywrath recently, and like Nyx Assassin is another great response to OD, right?
This was this was sort of my second idea, but I've seen so many Nyx Assassins into OD that don't necessarily do it. Like
This could also be a 5 Nyx that just comes to
10
lane and mana
seconds
burns the OD
remaining.
maybe with the carry. I don't know. It could be something like that.
5 seconds
little
remaining.
Drive-by fuck you to the OD.
Now, do you guys remember the meta when Nyx would just go mid, mana burn like 5 times and go away or something?
Yeah.
Good times.
Then they got nerfed, right?
Yeah.
Like the cooldown was up to like 20 or something, level 1.
Yeah. So
a long time ago, though.
One thing that this Nyx, he's sort of a small brawler in the laning stage, but he's not the strongest laner. He never truly was, right? So that's something that Secret needs to address right now, at least a little bit. And the OD, like, what do you think for Team Liquid? On what position should they be playing this? It's very flexible. We've seen it on offlane. It can be mid as well.
Radiant team.
I think it's better in the offlane, but because if you don't really see anything out of mid, like I imagine, so I mean I don't know. Actually, it can be both mid and offlane, but I just have a feeling it's gonna go offlane for Liquid. Not sure why exactly. This is
10 seconds remaining.
And there are some heroes that can lane into the OD, right? Like Lina, perhaps, or a Puck that you could grab against him if he's on that mid lane.
Yeah, I think it's because the meteor hammer timing out of mid, it might have less impact than the offlane one, because it's harder to pressure mid and take the mid tower, because there's just going to be so many heroes and there's less space to work around with. That I think the offlane is just more solid.
And the build-up is kind of nice, right? Like you start with that crown and then go into Ring of Health, and you just can't be zoned out of lane. You're really annoying as a hero.
We haven't seen Liquid run OD yet, though, I think. So
it has been picked against them, and it has been banned against them. But I don't think I've seen them run it. They lost
it's more like I haven't seen Sai or Mickey play OD recently, so it's hard to say who's gonna pick what. But it's a Weaver. Not too surprising, I guess.
Yeah, I think we casted this exact combination today morning, right? Nomad, like Weaver plus OD, and they just destroyed. It was pretty obnoxious to play against. And it was Luna plus Disruptor. I actually felt that Luna and Disruptor should do all right versus that lane, but they got crushed. We'll see
Team
maybe Nyx
Secret's
Assassin and
turn to
Lona,
ban.
which I think on paper is a bit weaker, and Rubik had to be a ban. Like, if OD isn't good enough of a reason to first phase Rubik, OD plus Weaver definitely is. You don't want to give that away.
I mean, Zai playing OD would check out because he's played a different
10
hero every
seconds
single game he's
remaining.
played for Liquid right now. So, yeah, keep on that trend.
5 seconds remaining.
So he's doing the Yatoro at TI
Radiant
kind of a
team
thing, right?
ban.
Like, the whole season he's gonna be
Exactly.
playing.
Team Secret's turn
Has
to
there
ban.
been a player that had played like for never mind. There's only been Virtus Pro that played every single hero in the game, right? Like in one tournament.
That's Summit. Where they
Yeah,
just
yeah,
play-
I'm not sure did they play every single hero? Or did they just play a different hero?
Okay,
Like different 5 heroes every
a
game?
different hero every
10
single game.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
That's right.
And
They
then
were winning
Kuro's
too.
played every single hero in the game except
5
I think
seconds remaining.
Dawnbreaker. No, he has. Maybe he has played Dawnbreaker now. Actually, I can't remember.
Marcia, maybe?
Well, probably hasn't played Marcy in official game misery. No.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
It would make sense, yeah. Team Secret, they ban out the Clockwork. It's actually one of my favorite responses to both Nyx Assassin and the Luna. Like, versus Nyx, if you can kind of
Radiant team
anticipate
ban.
his movements on the map, you can kill him off in Cogs and Battery Assault with a hook shot. And Luna, like, she struggles versus Clock. If you manage to invade the triangle early enough and set up some vision around it, you can even solo her. If the team that's protecting her is not careful
10
enough,
seconds remaining.
they ban out the TB too.
Do you guys
5
think we'll see
seconds
Marcy in
remaining.
competitive play when she's released?
100%. Like,
The 4 Marcy is pretty obnoxious right now.
yeah.
I think it's such high gank potential.
Yeah, the displacement ability is just absolutely mad. Where's my Insania Dazzle? They seem to be the only people
Yeah.
playing this, and they're 3 out of 3 on it.
We might see it. Like right now, Team Liquid obviously needs some disables, right? To go with this.
That's true. That's true. It'd be pretty disable light to have Weaver and Dazzle as your support duo.
And Secret need maybe some team fight
Team Secret's turn to ban.
to make up for this. Nyx Assassin hero.
Yeah,
ban out
why
the-
did they pick Luna so early?
I mean, the OD looks to be a mid hero now, right?
Yeah. With the Lena
least-
ban, it
yeah.
definitely seems that way. Or maybe it's bait, right? They could be baiting with the ban too.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like also,
5
do you want to put
remaining.
OD mid rather against Nyx? Then they don't lane it against each other at least, but it's still your mid hero is somewhat countered by Nyx in the game.
Mm.
I think the mana burn has to deal like absurd amount of damage to you, right?
This Lena at the same time doesn't necessarily have to be just about the lane. The hero itself is extremely strong at the moment. She's picked quite a lot.
Yeah, that's
we've seen-
true.
So Rubik,
Team
Invoker,
Secret's
and
turn
Lena
to
all banned
pick.
out by Team Liquid. Team Secret, they get rid of the Clockwork, the Terrorblade, and the Disruptor. Now the first pickup of the second phase for Team Secret. They need themselves a mid laner, an off laner, and probably a pos 5.
I think Secret should look to find a
10
way to
seconds
take the
remaining.
enemy safe lane tower, right? Because you know that you're playing as this OD. At least when you
5
find out it's an
seconds
offlaner,
remaining.
if that's the case, then at some point your safe lane tower
Radiant
needs to be
team
sacked,
hit.
right? Against this meteor hammer. Unless
That's
you
true.
plan on ganking him over and over, which is probably harder to do than to actually just try to trade towers. So that's something that they
Yeah.
could think about. Like if they think about how the early game is gonna evolve.
10 seconds remaining.
But does the
They-
Snapfire somewhat help you take towers with Little Shredder?
5
Yeah, I
seconds
mean,
remaining.
it's
It
like-
helps out a bit, right?
It's okay. It's more about like what kind of mid hero do you have? Can that mid hero rotate to the safe lane? Enemy safe lane.
Right.
Also,
Right.
what kind of offlane do you have, right? Do you have a hero that like some that wants to go jungle, or do you pick a hero that can, by what is it called, Dominator, or have some other way of pushing
Here
in
we
the
go
wave
again.
and taking the tower? I
We
mean,
need to have an intervention for you, Misery.
it's a strong item.
Yeah.
And for Team
Let's
Liquid
see.
as well, they should give us a clue where exactly Weaver and OD are going. I would still think that these are our position 3 and 4s, and they will pick an Insania
Radiant
hero
team
next.
pick.
In the
Okay.
spirit.
Nope, they go with an Ember.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Ember Pangolier.
So this should be
Pangolier.
your Zai Pango, right? Is it?
Yep.
I think
I'd find
Insania
it.
might play it too. Actually,
Ooh.
Did they play it on 5?
they have been playing. Yeah, they played it before. Not recently, but I know
10
he's
seconds
liked to
remaining.
play it before. Last DPC season, they played it a couple of times.
5 seconds remaining.
So,
I mean,
but if let's say it's a Sai
Radiant
Pangolier,
team
then
back.
what? Boxy Weaver
this looks like such
and
a
the carry
puck
Ember,
game.
or what?
Such a good puck game. Yeah, I'm actually at loss. When I look at Team
'Cause
Liquid,
I don't think you want Pangolier Ember OD cores, right? I don't think that sounds very good. You don't really have a true carry. You
10
don't have a tower
seconds
hitter.
remaining.
Yeah, the
You
towers
don't
ain't
have a
dying.
win condition. So I think they need a win
5
condition right now.
seconds
And then they're gonna have like Pangolier Weaver supports. I think that's
Team Secret's
Yeah,
turn to ban.
that's what I think would be better for them.
let's see what Team Secret bans out. What I do like from Team Secret is this puck pick because it literally answers everything here. Like you have your Dream Coil versus Pango versus Weaver. The silences are nice. If you're laning into OD, the lane itself is
10
pretty
seconds
damn nice
remaining.
versus for the puck, that is. So it brings a
5
lot to the
seconds
table for Team
remaining.
Secret.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is once again like similar to the last game
Radiant team
and
back.
other
Team
games we've seen
Secret's
today.
turn
This
to
just
ban.
amazing puck games, right?
Yeah. Really hard
Well-
counter with high mobility heroes on Team Liquid.
And it looks like Team Secret, they are anticipating a carry last pick here for Team Liquid. Yeah, when you see these 4 heroes, you're thinking like, okay, I'm back in my pubs.
Yeah,
And
you have 4 cores here. And
you have 4 cores, yeah, and then another carry like an AM last
5
pick or a
seconds
Medusa or
remaining.
something, you know, like get me out.
double mid OD Ember.
So, what are we expecting from Martu? He needs, if he is indeed picking a carry
Radiant
hero,
team
they're
pick.
going to need a win condition. Razor doesn't seem very likely because it doesn't give them that tower hitting potential. Perhaps a Juggernaut. He plays a lot of Ursa as well. We all know his Ursa is one to be feared.
Yeah, those
Mm,
built-in BKBs are nice versus Luna, right? Like that you call
What about
Juggernaut.
maybe
Team
Troll?
Secret's turn to pick.
They go with the
Yeah,
Razor.
They do go with the Razor. All right. Well, as I did say, he's been playing it a lot in pubs recently, so not entirely unexpected, but also, does that really address the tower pushing issue you were talking about, Misery?
I mean, they have an OD, I guess, right?
Just
But
have
it's
a
more like
meteor
now
hammer.
they have a win
10
condition
seconds
because this
remaining.
OD, I mean, this Razor is actually like a hard carry nowadays, right? Like we
5
talked
Okay.
about
seconds
before with the
remaining.
refresher orb and stuff. This hero is just ham. So it's late game is not going to be a problem for them now. And then they have the OD to at least take a couple of tier 1s, right? to
They
get the
have
game
5
started.
cores.
Now
I think they
select
can
your
definitely go
heroes.
late game on the side of Team Liquid. What I like from Razor, though, even though Nature's Prophet answers it a little bit, is the fact that this hero, like, as a semi-core before, right? Like right now, he can definitely scale well.
And nice
He was always strong in the lane, and it kind of alleviates the fact that you have Insania Weaver and Boxy Pangolier. It's going to be a little bit easier to set up these lanes for success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the Furion used to be really good against Razor in lane, but now I think instead of maxing Link, you just max Q, right? And play on that a bit
You
more.
just spam them, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can just leave the Weaver there at some point when Razor hits 6 and go jungle with the ultimate. So back in the day, it was like really, really hard matchup for Razor, but now I think he should be able to get a decent amount.
Well, it is full comfort zone for Team Secret as they do have some mail on his puck, which is his most played hero of all time, 85 games, 61% win rate, and they also have Ice 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 on his Nature's Prophet, his third most played hero of all time, which is 87 games, 68% win rate. So definitely feeling very comfortable here for Team Secret. Which draft are we favoring, guys?
I'm gonna go first with Secret. Even though Prophet, yeah, he can be answered here with the Razor. I think they have what they need to take the late game with the Luna, and Puck just feels like an amazing hero. In this draft, that is.
Misery?
I like Team Secret's tricore as well, the Furion Puck Luna. It feels like something you've seen before. Although I think this, I don't know, Liquid's draft just seems a bit more sophisticated somehow. I think this OD hero maybe a bit too strong, so I'm gonna go with Liquid.
You're giving them it shows the same
Yeah,
team.
we also
like,
Yeah.
can't,
it's done,
we
yeah.
That
can't
never goes
jinx-
well. I mean, it's old man Puppy versus, fresh young Insania, who isn't that young to the scene anymore, but he's got new ideas, it seems. Very hip and trendy and to the meta, so I'm going to go for Liquid as well. But let's throw it over to our casters for game number 1 of Team Liquid versus Team Secret.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Old man Puppy. Better keep your monitors safe there over there, Nomad. You might be in danger saying stuff like that. You'll really,
Nah,
really
he's a very
doubt the
kind
Secret
man.
pretty heavily. Yeah?
He's a very kind man.
30
Outside of the game.
seconds to battle.
Passion.
Yeah. Passion, determination, power.
I love that emotional stuff. Like, it's showing that heavy passion. Like, I live for those like walk-off home runs or late game. I'll keep it DOTA. Late game base races and like true sight. Like I love that stuff. I live for it. Live for seeing
The battle begins.
the passion and the emotion in the game.
Yeah, or just seeing an AM go 13-0. That's what I live for.
I don't know. Again, you didn't take the AM. Do you really live for something you wouldn't take?
Hey, we don't have to talk about that here.
All right.
So who you got? Who you got?
Oof. I feel like a lot of people are underrating Secret a bit heavily, but
But you don't.
I don't know. I think a lot of comfort always feels good, and when you've got comfort, you live comfortably, and when you live comfortably, you CS well and you do well.
Okay, so you're saying Secret for you then.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a couple of cheers on Secret. I can't click their logo. I can't give the fake in-game cheers.
Yeah, that's the TI thing. It's long gone.
No,
I
it's
think
still,
I
if
also
you're
like Secret.
spectating, you can do it.
Oh, really?
Just not in lobby, I guess.
Radiant's
But they
courier
didn't
has been killed.
Take that out?
Ooh. Guess not. I was doing it last night on one of the China games.
Okay.
Insania losing his courier with 2 sentries on it.
Yeah,
That
that means
feels awful.
no warding and no dewarding. Up there. For
No
now, at least.
blocking.
Yeah, it's really important to block and unblock those camps. But now they can't do it. But of course, Odie doesn't really care. Odie's Odie. Just look at his insane stats. 7 armor, 4 HP regen, 800 health, for whatever reason.
Very strong early. And can certainly
Yeah.
snowball out of control if given the opportunity to. Puppy trying to land a cookie there with the creep, and that creep just kind of goes back towards the 2 of them. And obviously, it's that Meteor Hammer Rush for the OD already has it queued up. It's a nice build. Get that early ring of health. That 6.5 HP regen always feels nice in lane. And like you said, 7 armor, getting that extra regen. You feel pretty strong and unkillable.
Yeah, once you have the ring, you're pretty much set for the lane. And then, Meteor Hammer, you can kill targets super easily. You can push the tower really easily. It's just why this hero is so strong in the meta right now. And of course, you have limitless Qs. They just deal like 50 pure damage every time.
Right.
Yeah, the concept is a bit, a tad strong perhaps.
just the touch. Just the touch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yapsu and Boxy just giving a high five to each other. No aggression from either side. And you can see Matui's messing with Ice, just with that static link. And I almost want to say I sense this game going into a rat crawl from Ice in some way, shape, or form. I've seen a lot of Nature's Prophets games recently where they're just trying to cut waves while the other team's pushing somewhere and really just trying to make it as difficult as possible to take objectives.
Yeah, that's basically what the shard is for, right? Top lane.
Ooh, Puppy getting
Go down
low, but so
first.
is Zai. Oh, Nisha gets first blood. Insania will trade, and he does have Shikuchi, but doesn't want to dive under the tower and make himself potentially killable. We'll pop that salve. Assume we're going to see Puppy bring a salve. Yeah, he's going to bring over a salve as well as the Gloves of Haste.
Yeah, Luna is very happy here. Got the first blood. Well, it's not super happy. Could always be better, of course. But like first blooding on OD means to delay his hammer, means to delay the inevitable tower push by quite a bit. Oh, another cookie. But not too much you can do. I'm surprised he even died the first time.
A lot of damage onto Insania. Oh no! Well, he needs one more hit, and he'll find it. Nisha getting the kill on Insania. Another kill here for the Luna.
Oh, Prophet might be dying here. One more hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of his teeth.
Yeah, just got level 4, so got this additional 60 health. Otherwise, would have been pretty close. Yeah, we're gonna have to see Ember Spirit rotate quite a bit this game. Like, top lane is not going as well as it should. Still gonna have a decent timing on the Meteor Hammer, but slowed down by like a minute or two.
Meaning, you know, with the Ember needing to move over to a lane and kind of support, I want to say he has to have a good time mid as well, whereas like, you know, Sumail, he's leading in the CS by a bit. You know, Weaver in some trouble. Puppy trying to right click help get this kill on Insania, but he just gets out of range over bottom though. Ice on the run. Boxy looking for the body blocks. 2-man stun and just getting some damage in and chasing them away.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, putting on quite a bit of pressure on Ice here. But yeah, mid lane is very easy for Ember Spirit generally. Like, you don't have any problems sustaining yourself. Against the puck, at least. Has the Orb of Corrosion already. Probably wants to start moving once he picks up his boots. Or maybe a good little minute 6 rune.
I'm a little nervous if he waits too long going up towards top. Fire Snap Cookie and a say, you know, a level 6 Luna or even Puppy with another level. It could be dangerous to make that way up there. Obviously, you'll have 3 heroes, but if a TP comes in from someone like Ice, or if Ice gets 6 and he has himself that Wrath of Nature, that could be troublesome. Meanwhile, mid, Dreamcoil is placed down. They'll land the stun afterwards, and well, you want him to move,
Puppy.
and unfortunately, he can't while he's under the coil.
Yeah, Puppy's also in a bit of trouble. But just a bait. I'm surprised Ember died that easily. I guess they do have quite a bit of damage with the double null talisman and the Nyx rotation.
TPing up towards top. Fire Snap Cookie. Ice is here. Nisha low. Oh! 50 health.
Yeah, he needed like 2 more right clicks, or maybe even 1 if you got lucky with the damage. Didn't quite get it out.
Eats the Fairy Fire, has a Tango, and you know, with that, Ice comes top, then he TPs back towards bottom. He's going into this early Orchid. He already has treads.
Yeah, the lane's going really well for, well, all lanes are going really well for the Dire right now. Sumail even winning middle, of course, that was the Nyx rotation, but this Ember Spirit is not having a great time right now. And he's the guy that we said he needed to move around.
Fortunately, he can't get too far from the mid lane at the moment. Level 6 here for
again?
Nisha, and Insania is just going to get run down by Nisha.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm lagging.
Their voice line is pretty good. I like their voice line a lot.
The voice lines are, some of them are recorded in such a way where it feels like they're coming from Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, but that one sounds like really authentic. I like it. Sounds very teasy.
I'd be lying if I said that mic test 1, 2 didn't trick me once or twice today.
Yeah, same, dude, same. A couple of times I'm like, huh? What was that?
Got production in my ear. I also have mic test 1, 2, and I'm just like, what? My mic's not working? An overwhelming feeling of anxiety just comes through me, and I'm just like, oh, God.
Well, this Luna is off to a perfect
Great start. Yeah.
Snapfire almost level 6 already at just 8 minutes into the game. And now they have the big Prophet ult. Like, it can basically be a Lion Finger if it lines up perfectly. Okay, Ember rotating top, but there's no here to be found there at all. Do have the Meteor Hammer though, so maybe just more pressure the tower.
Could do. If you get that top tier 1, maybe make Nisha's game a little bit harder.
Yeah, potentially.
Radiant's
I think
bottom
you need 2
tower
Meteor
is
Hammer
under
uses here, maybe even just 1.
Dire's
They do have a
top
Glyph
tower
though,
is
and
under
should be used, yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It uses
Nice.
it on the mark, and if you look at Mickey, he's trying to get behind enemy lines and maybe find his way in, but I don't know what that really accomplishes there with just 1 slight.
Dire's middle
They've got
tower
He's
is
Nisha.
under
used
attack.
a lot of his time up there for no real
Objective.
benefit yet. Yeah. More farm to Luna. Almost finished her mom.
This does not feel that great. You'll have the Mask of Madness. Boots travel first here for Sumail. You know, he's got 1,200, just about 1,300 gold moving in on this.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah, with a
Okay.
good game like this,
Again, just
I don't
sitting
mind
top.
at all.
The mobility is going to be nice. You've got a hero who built in has a TP to get all over the map. And you'll have Boots of Travel.
is under attack.
It'll certainly feel fine, especially when you've got Boots of Travel and you've got a Nyx Assassin to scout.
Caught Boxy.
They look over and
Eclipse,
will drop the Eclipse. I don't know if that was really needed. They will get the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we all know it kills the kill.
Oh, Sumail getting run down, and he'll fall to Matumba Man, and that will stop us from seeing the Brazil scoreline. Stun comes out on Mickey. They've got the Lucent Beam to follow it up. Have some control. Fire Snap Cookie avoided with a Remnant. Sleight of Fist comes out once again, and Napsor, he's got a stun in 2 seconds. He used that Spike Carapace as that Tome Knowledge goes into the Vendetta. That might lead to them getting the kill on the Mickey, and it will. Mortimer's Kiss is now down on a Matoma Man as he lands the stun. Oh, Matoma Man's gonna drop here.
Is under attack.
And Boxy really wants something out of this. They bump back on Mickey. They need, I want to say, way more than just this kill on the Poppy.
Yeah, I think they needed at least the Luna kill to justify that pack. Getting Astral does have the facials though. No chance to Meteor Hammer him. And Isis free farm his entire time. Almost has his Orchid. Like, just needs
Dire's top tower
about
is
800 gold. And then we're going to Silent City. Shh. Where
Make
you
so much down.
don't talk, exactly. You should just
It's like
whisper
a
for the rest of the
library over
cast.
there. We could do that.
That would be a bit creepy, perhaps.
It would be ASMR.
Like, imagine like new people come to the cast like, what the hell is going on here?
They hired these guys.
Yeah. What are they doing? Should we join them?
Should we all whisper in chat?
That would be so funny. Another Meteor Hammer.
Down on the tier 1 mid, and while that's happening, they've got themselves the tier 1 bottom that's about to drop to Ice. He's putting the pressure on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, like this Orchid timing is going to be massive. OD is going to have a lot of problems, and Ember, as you said, fought back. He's sitting at 4k net worth only. He's pretty damn poor right now.
Not only that, if he dies again, Dream
Like
Coil
right
comes
now?
out, and there's the Vendetta as well as the Impale. They've got the Wrath of Nature coming in, as well as the Silence from the Waiting Rift from Sumail. They'll snap the coil on Boxy. This is a Fire Snap Cookie that went a long ways. They get the kill on Mickey and Boxy, and that's Mickey now dead for 52 seconds. So not only did you buy back, you got 1 kill, and now that's all you get out of it, and you're dead for a while.
Yeah, and that's also the Orchid now picked up. How close are we to the Yule Step? They're not even going for it. It's going for BKB. 4,000 gold away from that.
Top tower
Like,
is
they
under
can
attack.
feed off this Ember Spirit here. If he ever gets caught up by the Nyx Assassin, instantly dead.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Nobody high-fiving Nisha. High-five
Yeah,
on
it's overrated.
cooldown. I'm big on the high-fives. TP up towards top. They want to see if they can get Matumba Man. Obviously, he's got some vision there that it's taken out by Puppy. Had vision there.
Not anymore.
Sumail holding on to 1,400 gold. He's got the boots to travel. Oh, he love to refill that bottle, get some mana back in his kit.
I'd imagine he's just gonna go for, I think they got mid lane, roll.
And Rolling Thunder,
Has a
Vendetta
Carapace.
up in 3 seconds. He's also got the Spike Carapace. They're going to use the Mortimer's Kisses coming down now out on the Zai. He's on the run. Spike Carapace comes out. Yapsor trying to survive, goes into the Vendetta. And now Swashbuckle almost hits. There's the shield crash. And we'll end up getting the kill there on the Absorb, but they've got the Lucent Beam and another right click here from Ice. Not so nice.
Yeah, not at all. And I'm just feeling bad looking at the Ember Spirit struggle so much. Like, he's really just trying to get as much gold as he can, but it's not really amounting to much as of now. Or it's an Illu Rune though, that's a big one. Can dispel it Orchid once, or you just get coiled again. Yeah.
His game feels completely shut down.
Yeah, like Luna is almost doubling his net worth at this point. Yeah, and as we said, that's like the mid lane that needed to like move around, make a lot of stuff happen. There's just no way they can now. Like, so instead of him, who's going to do it? They need to raise a BKB, and then they need to just, like, find a good team fight somehow. But it's gonna be so difficult though, because even the OGA, he's not very farmed at all.
What do you do if you're Liquid at this point? This feels so tough.
You definitely gotta bait them into some sort of bad fights, because like the global control they have with the Travel Puck, Nyx Assassin, and Prophet is just way too much to handle right now, and Luna's just free farming the entire time. Yeah. He's pretty survivable though. 1900 health.
Something extra?
But they've got heroes rotating in the Snapfire who doesn't have Mortimer's Kisses for 6 seconds, but they're going to have the control. Oh, no, he gets through the trees, and now the stun misses. Silence comes out from Ice. They're going to turn their attention over towards Insania. Get the kill there.
Yeah. Still worth it, because Razor has to farm like a spot he doesn't really want to farm. He can farm the Ancients with the ult on, but it's just not as efficient as the other area would be. So 7k gold did in just 16 minutes. It's yeah, they need that BKB. They need to make a fight happen for sure, because otherwise Ember Spirit and Odie just can't get anything in this game. They're not gonna get big by farming. They're gonna get big by killing.
It's just Meteor Hammer for this OD and a very wishful thinking Blink Dagger at the moment.
It's gonna come out eventually. Gotta believe, gotta trust. Razor, 50 gold away from his BKB.
They're bringing in Ice. Akzu is looking for the Rolling Thunder. They've got a ward down here that's going to spot these heroes coming over. Puppey trying to leave. No run, but it's quite difficult for him to get out, and I don't think he's surviving.
Yeah, that's a 5-hero rotation though for post 5, so Puppey's probably not too concerned about this at all. Luna already has his BKB. Wow.
Zai in trouble. They're going to keep the vision on Zai, and ooh, while this is happening, they're going to get the kill on the Zai. They'll drop the Dream Coil down on Insania, get 2 more kills. Anisha gets 1, Sumail gets the other, and yeah, you've got Nisha at just about 10k net worth at 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Razor went first item BKB, and Luna has it at the same time as him. That's a little bit ridiculous. Just a little bit. 10k net worth in 17 minutes. What's that in GPM? Do the math, please. Thank you.
In GPM, that is 562.
No way. It's way more than that.
17 minutes?
Huh?
It's not. I'm looking at the GPM marker. I'm cheating.
Or there's a thing like that?
Yeah.
Where?
It's bound to you. People don't show it on, it's always, oh, show me CS, show me net worth, but there's show me
there's
buyback.
A marker there.
Yeah, GPM. You can grab that on the spectator. Bound to my U button.
Well, I mean, okay.
For your GPM is not as high as it could be.
Damn cheater.
Yeah. You thought I was good at math for a second.
For a little second, yeah. But then I remembered.
Oh gosh.
It's you.
Dream Coil comes out onto the Ember. They also know that Zai's nearby, so they're almost waiting to fully engage to wait for Zai. Oh, the stun from Yaptor! And now Zai's in trouble. He's going to try and TP out. Do they have the damage to get the kill before he's gone? No. They also
nice save.
don't get the Ember.
Yeah, that was a very good save. Luna's still farming down there. They can't really kill him at all, though. They have no instant stuns. He can just BKB TP anytime. Like, right now. Like, you press BKB and TP.
You press BKB and fight. Kidding me?
Or, I think BKB and TP, yeah.
Oh, all right.
And
Well,
Frost
Ice is baited, but he's got a BKB. Not going to matter.
He doesn't have the TP, though. That's the essential part of the strategy. You're gonna TP with the BKB, otherwise... Puck is also so big. Man, they have so many problems to deal with on the liquid side. It's kind of insane. So he went away from the Blink Dagger and is going to the Scepter first, instead on the OD. Ember Spirit, 700 away from his BKB. I guess they kind of have to wait for that.
Dire structures
They could
are
glyph this tower again. Through this Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. I think if Secret decides to just 5-man, there's nothing Liquid can do. With double BKB timing, I think they can just take Roshan and then start snowballing down the objectives with the Luna. Because he's way too big.
And what the BKB is like, what do they even do to this team?
Like, the only hero that deals damage through BKB this game is the Razor. And once the Razor actually hits his refresher, I think he might have enough damage to just kill the Luna as well as the Prophet. So probably Secret wants to use that timing before that happens.
He's already got one Perseverance.
He is big. Not Luna big though.
He's big, but he's still behind all 3 cores on Secret.
Yeah. That's the stage the game is in right now. Alright, first the 2 down, and now they're gonna migrate towards the top side of the map, start pushing down these towers, and start playing around Roshan. Isn't it kind of sad to be Roshan? Like you're just waiting to be killed?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I think Roche should be harder. With how much he gives away,
Yeah, right?
each time he's killed, he should be like way stronger. Like if you're going for 3rd Roche, he should take all your passives away in the pit.
What do you think about like, oh, now I hold the thought, OD top lane?
The
It's
Absol
gonna
can't
get out
catch
of the
up, so they don't have the stun.
Yeah.
They do know where he's going,
Looking,
though.
They have a sentry though, so... Nah. Not happening. What if one team tried to attempt Roshan? It's like a mini game. And the other team takes control of Roshan. And you have to play like... some game. I'm not entirely sure what it should be. But
Isn't that just Midas mode too?
I... don't know. What is Midas Mode 2?
I'm pretty sure, maybe it wasn't that event, but they had the ability to take fans to take control of Roche via VR or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Wow, dude, why didn't they hire me for that?
Swinging your arms back and forth. Smoke from both teams and BKB pop by Ice.
And Tom
Meteor
Meteor
Hammer getting dropped down on the tier 1 mid. Spike Carapace stuns out onto the Ember. They've got the static link. Gets out of it pretty quickly with the BKB being popped here by the Razor. They look over now with the Snapfire as well as the Nyx Assassin. They get the kill on the Yaptor. Now, can they get anything more from this on the side of Liquid? They buy back on Yapstor. They'll buy back on Puppey. They've taken out both supports, but they'll end up losing Matuma Man. Now they look over to find potentially Boxy. Spike Carapace doesn't land, but they hit the stun out onto the Weaver. So Insania, he'll die again. That's 2 heroes down on the side of Liquid. This did cost Secret 2 buybacks, and they're trying to get themselves maybe a +1 in onto this OD. But Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. Now they've got Ice TPing in. He's got himself the Orchid out onto the OD, the Illusory Orb, and now they're probably going to jaunt going after Mickey. They got the kill on the side. They're going to continue to chase December for a moment. Meanwhile, over mid, you've got both Nisha and Puppey trying to get themselves a kill over mid. They won't get that either, but they can pressure the tier 2, take out these creeps.
So who had to use buyback here for Secret? Just the 2 supports, right? All 3 cores lived.
Yep.
Okay, pretty big win for them then. But that was without the Razor refresher. Like imagine if we had the refresher there, double damage link, double BKB, double Eye of the Storm. Would have been completely different. And
You broke it quick, but it could be, you know, you have a second one and it becomes an even bigger problem.
Yeah, I really want Secret to do this Roshan before he finishes the refresher. He's just 1,000 gold away from it, so the window is shrinking.
Bottom lane. Insania. Will die to Ice.
Yeah. Just this global presence of these two heroes is just... It's on another level right now.
Luna grabbing a Chrysalis, so Nisha now has that extra damage, that crit strike. Going into an E-Blade net.
I don't believe that is actually what he's gonna do. I hope. Nah, makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Yeah, he's also got Shard and Scotty.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. Against OD, like stacking max mana is not a bad idea anyway because of his ult, and Scotty is really good against Razor, who finishes Refresher Shard now, or brother. It's gonna be a tough fight now. Like, despite being 9k down, I do think this Razor can actually solo carry fights at this point.
You need to try and find a way to get Matumba Man out early, and been kind of tough. You see
now they're doing
Foxy, who's been on the front lines with that Rolling Thunder, making these fights quite difficult for both supports on the side of Secret. So they do see this. They've got Ice's vision.
What is this like that?
TP, BKB, and 5. Okay.
Right.
Rolling Thunder comes out, and now they've got themselves the little shredder. BKB's going to be popped here by Mickey. They're going to drop down the Eclipse, try and get a kill here with the BKB being popped here by the Razor. Oh boy, there's the refresher. Luna getting away for the moment. They've got Sumail on the run as well. Yapsor, Puppy, both fought back in the previous fight. Luna's going to go after this as a BKB of his own, but he's already dropped down the Eclipse. They've got themselves a Sprout. Ice back into the fight. The Illusory Orb coming over, and they're going to get the kill on a Matumba Man. They'll take the Razor. They've got the Dream Coil down, out on a Mickey with the silence, but there's the Ezra Fisherman with the Sanity's Eclipse being followed up. But Zai, he'll drop down, goes Mickey, and it's looking like Insania might follow. He goes to the time lapse. They've also got themselves Boxy, who's on the run as this Pangolier, but catching up to him, has that waning rift, and the force step forward. Nisha gets the kill with the Lucent Beam, and Insania is the only one to survive. Back and forth they go, and Secret just barely are the ones that come out on top.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet shard is actually way too big of a problem. Every time you sprout the hero, the Quelling Blade out, this massive tree just spawns in front of you. And if your face boots are on cooldown, well, he doesn't even have face boots on Razor. You are just stuck in there, and you're gonna get beaten up by Luna. Razor is not very survivable against physical damage just yet. Like, he needs that additional armor item, and I think as soon as all the secret heroes are alive, they're just gonna be looking at this Roshan now.
And they bailed out of the pit once the buyback came out from the Pangolier.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, but I think it's about mighty time to just take the Roshan, give the Aegis to the Luna, and he's going straight for a Daedalus. I like that a lot.
And then the Shard, yeah.
Yeah, because whoever has sprouted right now, he just can't survive through that damage. There's no way. Weaver is not even close to his axe, and they don't really have another save other than OD.
Radiant are scanning.
There's a smoke on 3 heroes from the side of Secret. Oh,
Yeah,
into the pit.
Yeah, I like that. Daedalus picked up. Time to go. They know Refresher is still on cooldown for a while, so Razor will be way weaker than last fight. And with that Aegis, the Luna is going to be like, she already didn't die at all. I don't know how you kill her twice.
Fire Snap Cookie, Mickey coming over. He's silenced. Now here with the Vendetta as well as the Sun. They've got the Eclipse coming over. They get the kill to Mickey. They'll use the Mortimer's Kisses. But there's the BKB static link. A lot of damage here from the Matumba Man. Not really. Only 75, but they get the kill to Yapsor. Zai gets taken out. Fire Snap Cookie lands on a 2. They've got Ice coming in with a Sprout around both the heroes. Matumba Man's going to go down. Now they'll go over an Insania. Taking out 4. Make it 5. Wow.
Yeah, I think you're gonna tip Nisha there. That's a BM move.
That's a Secret Call GG up 14k kind of BM right there.
There was the easiest rampage of Puck's life, and Nisha's like, nah, kid, sit down, like you know, just calm down. We still got a game to win.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, like it's hard to really see much of a comeback avenue here for Liquid. They're just so far behind at this point in the game. Their
Yeah.
late game isn't even really better, especially not with the way this game has been going. We didn't really speak about it, but Axe already picked up on Puck, so all these BKBs are useless.
Ice just jumping forward.
He has no BKB, he's gonna be careful.
That's a Treant. That second one's a Treant. Fire Snap Cookie to get Ice a little bit further back to get the kill on Mickey. That's going to be 4 dead at the moment. 4 seconds until they've got the Razor back up with the Refresher Orb ready to go. But the bottom set of racks are done and dusted.
Radiant's top tower.
Demolished. Taken out. Collapsed on.
Luna's going into Octarine Core. Haven't seen that item build in a while. And goodbye,
Insane.
Weaver.
Couldn't weave his way out of that one. I'm
And
going to go
goodbye,
after this
Matu.
Razor.
maybe.
Yeah, Matoma Man in a lot of trouble. He's in the Dream Coil, but they'll keep him leashed up while they take the mid set of racks. There's still a tier 2 up towards top, so that's probably where we're going to see Secret go.
Yeah. And what's the last defense gonna look like? Matu has a morbid mask, but it doesn't really make him whole like more survivable. Yeah. Might be a very quick fight here. How risky do I want to make it? You just want to go for the GG, or do you want to wait out the Aegis until there's like a minute left and just farm like an item or 2 more?
Have to see, especially how Liquid want to play this. Spider Legs picked up here for the Luna. That's going to be held.
Yeah. A little bit sadistic here, Secret. You know, they don't want to end the suffering right now. They're like, yeah, we're going to make you feel it.
It's rough for Liquid right now, and Astral Imprisonment to try and save Mickey. 2 Astrals used. BKB's going to be popped. They're going to go after these supports on the back line. Try to put Searing Chains coming through, but is it going to be enough? Not looking likely at the moment. They'll lose Boxy. They look over at Matumba Man. They're going to take out 2. Mortimer's Kiss is getting dropped down from afar. It's all coming out from Gemma range, and they're going to get the kill on the Mickey. Take out 3. GG is called, and Secret will take game number 1.
Yeah, the draft overall just looked too cohesive, like too good. They got a lot of the signature heroes and a lot of the players. And as always in Dota, if you lose 3 lanes, it's just almost impossible like to make any play happen. Like they lost middle, top, and bottom. They tried to make a lot of moves happen, but they were just too far behind in experience and gold. And then like games can look like this, right? We have had an earlier series today where it was the same. I think when Spirit played. And yeah, I mean, hopefully Liquid can have a better showing in game 2 because that's obviously not their full potential. But like well drafted and well played by Secret.
Yeah, the lanes went perfectly. You know, they kind of took care of that Razor with the Refresher Orb, which was a legitimate threat. Like even behind by that much, that's a legitimate threat that they had to handle. And Secret handled